Hey, good morning, you guys. Welcome back to some more Cafe Stella. We are going to be continuing where we left off. Last episode, we ended up helping Nonaka with some like soul power that we use, some kind of heart to heart, and he ended up becoming a little bit more confident in himself, and he stopped being such a downer. He was just being a total downer about everything in life, and he needed to stop doing that because that's very unhealthy. So we kind of helped him with that. I know y'all had some mixed feelings about how that went. You were like, this is kind of lame, and just very convenient, and I felt the same way, for sure. It was definitely a very plot convenient thing that we had this soul ability now, but I'm curious to see what they're gonna do with it. I feel like we haven't really seen Kousei exhibit anything except for the start of the game, so I think it's actually kind of cool that he has a power now, and I'm curious to see how that's gonna play into Kanna's route. So let's go ahead and continue on and find out what's gonna happen. I feel kind of tired. My head feels a little heavy. Did I not get enough sleep? Maybe washing my face will help. Good morning.
おはよう。何どうしたの？
Just feeling a little sluggish. I don't have a fever or cough or stuffy nose though, so I don't think it's a cold.
寝不足とか？
Maybe. I'm pretty sure I slept the same amount as usual.
何にしろ体調管理はしっかりした方がいいよ。結局自分の首を絞めるだけだからさ。
So I heard some speculation in the comments too that like maybe that interaction that he had is going to affect him a little bit. Like that's kind of what they were implying in the game as well. I wonder if maybe this is a side effect of what happened. So like he kind of got some of that negative energy. Pretty mature when it comes to this kind of stuff, Suzune-san, surprisingly.
わざわざ意外と付け加えるな。失敬だな君は。
What's wrong with the surprisingly?
厨房に入ったら集中しなきゃいけないからね。集中力を維持するためにも睡眠は重要だよ。
For sure.
責めるとか説教をしたいわけじゃないんだけどさ。
Yeah, what are you, my mom?
少しくらいペースが落ちてもいいからミスをなくすこと。あと無理もしない。
Sorry.
ま、仕方ないさ、人間だもの。偉そうに言ってる私だって体調を崩すことがあると思うから。
Gosh, I feel like that all the time. Like, I get enough sleep and, you know, I'm just chilling. Like, nothing really negative has happened during the day, but sometimes you're just not feeling it. And I do that a lot, especially when I have to record. Like, some days I just don't record videos because I'm not feeling it. And I'm not going to, like, sit down and force myself to record something when I'm not going to put effort into it.
そんな時は頼らせてもらうよ。
I'll do my best. It happens. We can't be 100%
お
all
は
the
よう
time.
ございます。
Hey, good morning.
おはよう。高峰さんもおはようございます。
Yeah, morning.
どうしたんです？
I like how everyone immediately assumes something's wrong with us. So that obvious at a glance. Well, it's nothing serious. Don't worry about it. I'm just feeling a little tired.
おね、今日って朝一から授業でしょ？そろそろ大学に行く時間じゃない？
Yeah, but I haven't finished up here yet.
いいよ、やっとく。ペースを落としてもミスをなくすように言ったのは私なんだから。残りの作業は私が代わりましょう。
Oh, well, thank you.
同じ職場の仲間ですから、助け合ってこそですよ。
Yeah, let's let Kanna do it.
それに、ぶっちゃけて言えば、無理をされる方がこっちも困る。カバーができることなら、助け合うことも重要。
Oh yeah, like it's great to be the kind of person that wants to go out and like help others and do things, but it's also, like she says, equally as important to like let other people help you. Because I mean, if we're talking about giving service to others, right? Like you need to be able to give it and you need to be able to receive it because it's an opportunity for someone else to do something for you as well.
スマホの件では高峰さんに助けてもらいましたから、その借りを今日返すってことで手を打ちませんか？
All right, that works.
はい、任せてください。
I'm gonna get going
いってら
then.
っしゃい。頑張ってね。
Kanna doesn't look too thrilled about us being a little down today.
どうも。
So it is you, Nonaka-kun. Good
おは
morning.
よう。
Interesting. I didn't think we were going to continue this, but I'm okay with that. Nonaka-kun had cut his slightly longish hair and done up his bangs. His glasses too have been replaced by contacts. He's also wearing a pair of skinnier fitting jeans along with a newly bought knit sweater underneath his coat. Although it's a fairly ordinary outfit as far as things go, His choice of color combination is no longer all black. Hey, what's wrong with the Kirito look? You seem totally different. I even recognize you for a moment there.
塩山くんに付き合ってもらって服とかも買ったんだ。
That's
変
good.
じゃないかな。
No, not at all. I think you look
それ
great.
ならいいんだけど。
Not that I can see you. You're literally invisible. I'm not just being polite either. I really do think he cleans up
ちょっ
well.
と嬉しいんだ。自分もこんな風になれると思ってなかったから。だからありがとう。
No, I didn't do much. Hirato's the one. Hirato's the one did the most. I think that's ingrammatically correct.
塩山くんに
I
は
was like,
昨日もお礼を言ったから。
am I just reading this wrong, or is there literally like a missing word or something in there?
髪とか服とか変えられたのは塩山くんが協力してくれたからだけど、なんか高峰くんにもお礼を言わなくちゃって、なんかそんな風に思うんだ。
I don't know. I'm a big believer in like, hey, you change your outfit, maybe change your hairstyle a little bit. Like, it can change a man. Very welcome. Anyways, how are things going with
そ
Kumaiga-san?
れはまだできない。塩山くんとも相談したけど、今の関係で告白するのは無謀だから。
Oh yeah.
まずはもう少し会話できるように頑張るよ。なんか今ならできそうな気もするんだ。
Yeah, it's good to get to know a person before you start confessing your love. Generally. I'll be rooting for you. If there's anything you want to talk about, feel free to ask me too, not just
ありがと
Hirito.
う高峰くん。それじゃそろそろ行くよ。
Alright, cheers. I'll see you around. If it wasn't my imagination, he also seemed to be standing up taller and straighter than before. Suppose that's a sign of his newfound confidence and positivity. Maybe I was like that too when I first started working at the cafe. Well, time to go to class. First period begins as always. But while I managed to make it through the lecture, I have a terrible headache. As time went on, the pain seemed to be getting even worse.
今日は帰った方がいいんじゃないのか？
But it really seemed that bad. I've still got work after this.
授業もまともに聞けないだろう。そんな様子じゃ仕事だってできないだろ
Yeah, it's very unusual to see Kousei not giving it his all.
あ、いたいた。
う。四季さん？
秋月さんから連絡があって様子を見に来たんだけど、本当に顔色が悪いわね。
My temperature's fine. I'm not coughing or anything. It's really not a big deal.
お前、そう言うけどさ。
Yeah, but I mean, you don't have to exhibit like these like little small conditions to say you're sick. I know I'm not planning to overdo it or pass out either. That just caused more trouble for everyone. Rather than push myself past my limits today, I might as well make up for it by working even harder on the weekend. I'm gonna skip class after this. And sorry, but I think I'm gonna take the rest of the day off from work too.
そうした方がいいと思う。なんか顔から色が失われていってる。
Huh. Yeah, I should have just stayed in bed this morning. Sorry for all the extra work you guys have to
いい
do.
から、平日だし何とでもなるって。それよりも自分の体を心配しなさい。
送ってやろうか？
No, I can make it on my own. I'll head straight home, I promise. I'll message you online when I get back. If I really don't feel well, then I'll grab a taxi, even if it's a waste of money.
わかった。でも報告は絶対だからね。
Yeah, we better not pass out on the side of the road. That'd be embarrassing. With that, I make my way home. On the way back, I buy a simple meal consisting of frozen udon and a sports drink. Although my condition doesn't seem to be getting any worse, it isn't improving either. The wise idea. Get us some electrolytes. Place my shopping bags down and lay on the bed. I want to pass out right here and there. But before giving into that temptation, I have to change and let the others know I made it home safely. I don't want them making a fuss about me. Made it back home, going to bed now. There, and it's marked red already. Relieved, I crawl back into bed. It's a bit scary being alone when you're sick like this. If God forbid the worst were to happen, I wouldn't even be able to call for help. I'd just die here alone. Okay, that's a very sad thought. When I was a kid, Dad was always overseas for work and Mom was always in the hospital. As a result, I was often left in the care of the Sumizomes, but as I grew older, they became a less and less frequent occurrence. I thought I'd gotten used to being alone by now, but at the moment it feels like my room itself is draining away my body heat. Guess it's only natural to feel helpless when you're sick. I should just go to sleep. I need to regain my strength. Surprisingly, or rather before I could even feel surprised, I feel myself swiftly sliding into unconsciousness. The sound of my door opening is someone here. Knows me, you here to check up on me. Or so I thought, opening my eyes. Is it Kanna?
起こしちゃいましたか？すみません。
I mean, this is her route. I would expect her to be helping us. That's fine, but what are you doing here?
それはもちろん心配だったからですよ。あ、一応連絡は入れたんですよ。返信はなかったですけど。
My bad, I was asleep. Actually, how long was I out? What time is it?
6時過ぎといったところ。
Wow, I was out for a while. Actually, what about the cafe? Do you not need to be back there?
問題はありません。のぞみさんがキッチンに入って、急遽ですが、メイさんも出勤してくれることになりました。
Well, dang. Kind of inconveniencing everyone, but...
時間的に客入りも落ち着く頃ですしね。
Oh, yeah.
私が代表としてお見舞いに来たので、心配はいりませんよ。鍵ものぞみさんから借りました。
Oh, I thought maybe she had, like, some kind of special power, you know? I feel like Grim Reapers, if you're going into someone's house to, like, reap their soul or whatever, I feel like they should at least, like, have, like, a skeleton key.
体調はどうですか？
A little bit better. My head still feels kind of heavy, so I can't say I've fully recovered, but other than the fatigue, I don't have any other symptoms. After all this sleep, though, I should have gotten enough
では
rest.
食欲の方は？
I suppose. I'm feeling pretty hungry, actually. Are you planning to cook for me by any chance?
もちろん、そのために来たんですから。準備だってしていますよ。
Oh, of course. Kousei just wants to have meals done by older girls. Thanks, I appreciate it. I did buy some frozen udon from the convenience store, but I definitely prefer a proper meal.
作ろうと思っていたのは鶏肉の雑炊だったんですが、他の料理にします？
That sounds pretty good. Since you're offering, how about omelet rice? I want you to eat your omelet rice, Akizuki-san. I've got eggs and ketchup in the fridge if you need it.
もちろん構いませんけど、いいんですかそれで？
Yeah, it's a little bit of a weird meal to have when you're sick. Pretty fond of your omelet rice, to be honest.
そういうことでしたら、何か他にも希望があれば、いつでも言ってください。
Anything.
いつでも。聞き間違えたふりして、何エロいことさせようとしてるんですか？
Sorry. My bad. Of course I was just pretending. I'd obviously never ask you to do anything like that. Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure he's gonna ask her to do a lot of things, considering this is their route.
いいえ、あれはとんでもなくエロいことを考えている顔でした。
What? No, never. What exactly do you think I was gonna make you do?
だからそれは一人暮らしの男の人の部屋で男女が二人っきりですから。なんとみだらな。
She's just filling in her head with all these different thoughts. I don't think I'm the one being inappropriate
と
here.
にかく変な意味は全くありません。あと、寝るなら服はちゃんと着替えた方がいいですよ。
I'm gonna be honest, guys. And my wife thinks I'm weird for doing this. I can sleep in jeans. I don't know. Can you guys sleep in jeans? I can sleep in jeans. I don't care. Jeans are comfortable for me. I can sleep in just about anything. Like if I'm tired, like what does it matter? Blushing red, she returns to the kitchen in a huff for some odd reason. As I watch her from behind, I realize that my body has gotten a lot warmer now. Before I'd known it, the chill in the room that I felt before I slept had been replaced by reassuring warmth. Called a heater. Ah, that was exactly what I needed. Omelet rice is the best comfort food out there, hands down. Let's agree to disagree.
意外でした。まさか私のオムライスを食べたいって言ってくれるなんて。でもちょっとではなくて、結構嬉しかったですよ。
Well, she was one of the people to like teach us how to make omelet rice, right? So.
さて、それじゃあ片付けちゃいますね。高峰さんはおとなしく寝ててください。まだ本調子ではないんでしょ？
Yeah, I think I'll do that, thanks, Akizuki-san.
はい。
There's one thing I want to ask, though. Will you sleep in the bed with me? I'm a little chilly. How come you're the one who came to check up on me? Normally I would have expected Nozomi to volunteer for the job.
それは
Well, this isn't Nozomi's route, so... She's not the sort of person who likes to leave things to other people. Which means there must have been a reason, some reason you convinced her to let you come instead, right?
はあ、妙なところで鋭いですよね、高峰さんは。
So there was a reason.
気づかれないよう、まずは確認をするつもりだったんですが、
What's
まだ
that?
可能性なのですが、高峰さんの不調の原因は魂が衰弱していることが原因かもしれません。
Ah, sounds likely. Deterioration of my soul. Wait, are you saying my time limit is up
落
already?
ち着いてください。 今回は神による裁きとは別です。
Oh, well, not as of the moment. I don't have to. But my soul is deteriorating. That means it's getting weaker, right? What could have caused? No, there is something that comes to mind. Are you saying it's Nonaka-kun's influence that did this to
お
me?
そらく
Judging by what you said earlier, it doesn't sound like you're too sure, though. How are you
こ
planning
れ
to
は
check?
まあ私は死神ですから肉体的接触
Oh.
をすればわかるんです。
Interesting. Well, touch away. Wherever you need to. Just go ahead. Just do it.
調べるのは魂なわけで握手するとか浅い接触ではよくわからないわけで
I don't know. Where do you touch a man to reach his soul? You're saying it has to be some kind of deeper contact. Oh. Okay. What does that even mean? Kousei. I wonder.
ですからそれはもうその
Yeah. Yeah. The just mirror she looked awfully embarrassed. Does deeper contact really involve doing something that mortifying? Wait, don't tell me. Are you saying we have to do something sexual?
しませんよエロいことなんて
I was gonna say, if they do something sexual, if there's an H scene this early on, man, like that's probably the earliest we've ever seen one. You look so embarrassed about it, I thought for sure.
深い接触というのはその穴の奥と
Oh.
かそういう物理的な深さのことではないですからセックスのことではないです
Okay, Kanna, what does it mean then? We have to, like, emotionally connect? We have to start telling each other stories about our past? Nobody mentioned anything about holes. Then what counts as deeper contact? Like a kiss? Oh, I think we got it. I think that's what it is. Upon hearing that words, her cheeks immediately blazed crimson. Interesting. This is, not convenient at all for this route. Nope. Having to kiss to check on our soul. Yeah, that's totally something that would happen, guys. Totally. Totally makes sense. Her embarrassment seems to be contagious as I feel my own face flushing red as well. Seriously, I feel bewildered by her response, but...
高峰さんは経験ってありますか
So the two jokes I had, I was gonna do like two little quips, and they're both terrible. My first one was gonna be your mom, and that's just a terrible reply. But my second one was gonna be, yeah, I've kissed every single other girl except you so far, because you're the last girl's route I need to do. I'm not sure if that's any better. I don't think I should say either of those, guys. I think I'm just gonna say nobody.
じゃあその初めてが私だと問題ってありますか
You can be my first as far as you know. Sure. I wouldn't be against. Of course you're not against it, Kousei. Of course he's not. Why would he be against it? We have to kiss though. Is it absolutely necessary?
必要なことですね
Wow, crazy. It just has to be that way. There's literally no other way. They couldn't have done any other way of having them connect. Like kissing was your only option, really.
そうですよね仕方ないですよね
For what exactly should we do? Kiss her, you fool. What do you mean?
そうですねではさすがに恥ずかしいので目を閉じてください
Yeah, you have to get really close. You have to get really intimate, you know. Maybe slip a little tongue. No, I'm just kidding. Close my eyes, surrendering myself completely. Not freaking Natsume's route. Freaking Natsume was getting in there when she kissed him. Like, oh my gosh. I was like, I don't need to see that. I'm finally about to have my first ever kiss. The thought makes my pulse quicken
で
dramatically.
はその
She whispers to me bashfully. At the same time, something warm and soft brushes against my cheek. I feel my body tremble involuntarily, but not from fear. It's Akizuki-san's hand, her warm and tender palm. Her fingers caress my cheek before moving on to touch my neck and my ears as well. Whoa, this is getting pretty sensual, guys. Like, this is like, she's going for it. The sensation of her hand is exceedingly vivid. Perhaps because my eyes are closed. It tickles slightly, but also feels so nice. My pulse quickens even further. Her face is directly in front of mine. I can't see her, but I can hear the sound of her breath and smell of the faintness. sweetness of her skin. Crap, my heart is hammering so fast now it feels like it's about to burst. It takes everything I have to fight the urge to run away, until finally the moment comes. Thunk. Ow, her lips feel surprisingly hard, almost like bone. Wait, is this her version of kissing? Gosh, this reminds me of Jabril from No Game No Life. Remember when she's talking about like her really like sensitive zones, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I'll touch them," and it's like, it's like her armpit or his armpit or something. That like her idea of sensitive zones are way different. The unexpected sensation causes my eyes to open reflexively. As I imagine, Akizuki-san's face is right in front of me, but what she's pressing against me isn't her lips, but her forehead. She placed her forehead against mine. She headbutted us. For someone else's perspective, she'd probably be seen like a parent checking her child's
どう
temperature.
して目を開けるんですか？閉じてるようにお願いしたのに。
She's like, oh no, it's so embarrassing. We're touching foreheads. Or I thought you said you needed to kiss
そ
me.
うですよ。だからこうしてキスをしてるんじゃないですか。
You poor, innocent, sweet summer child.
おでことおでこのキス。
Kissing you with my forehead. That's not a thing, guys. Freaking, we got forehead kissing, we got indirect kisses, we do everything except actual kissing in this.
詐欺って何ですか？恥ずかしいのを我慢してるのに。
I know, this is so hard to watch. It's even worse than an H scene. Listen, this might be news to you, but a kiss is something that's normally done using your mouth.
存じてます。それでも男女が顔をくっつけ合って互いの一部を触れ合わせてるんですよ。こんなのもはやキスと変わりません。
I mean, this is definitely a little bit intimate, I guess. Because obviously you're not a parent-child relationship here, but I wouldn't say it's that weird.
粘膜接触しちゃうキスなんてできるわけないじゃないですか。
I'm sure you'll do a lot more than kiss on the lips during this. That's just how these games go.
そういうのは恋人同士で行うものですし、口と口でキスした先には
Ah,
セッ
yes.
クスしかなくって。
It's the same thing with hand-holding, guys. As soon as you hold hands with a girl that you're, you know, kind of in a relationship with or a little bit romantically involved, you have to have sex right after. It's just the law. It's just how it goes. Yep.
つまり粘膜接触のキスはセックスの前儀と変わらないのです。いやもうセックスと同義と言っても過言ではないと思いませんか？
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It's totally 100% the same. There's, like, literally no difference at all. Got my hopes up for nothing. The nervousness I'd been feeling drains away at once. Or so I thought. Her face is too darn close. Close enough that I can nearly count every one of her eyelashes. 1, 2, 3. I'm just imagining him doing that, just counting every individual one. He's like 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. Seeing her up close like this, I realized once again what big eyes, what long lashes, and what beautiful skin she has. Sounds like a Dr. Seuss book. She's incredibly attractive. I don't know why, but there's something embarrassing about staring at each other from mere inches away. I'm starting to understand why she likened this to an actual kiss. A kiss. My gaze drops down slightly to her plump, moist lips. Their healthy glow and suppleness almost seems to draw me in like a magnet. I wonder what it would feel like if I kissed those lips. My jaw is pulled back right now, but all it would take is a small tilt of my head in order to answer that question. What would she do if I kissed her? I'm gonna be honest, guys. I really hope he does it. He's not going to. I know he's not going to. But I hope he does. Like, I feel like that would just be like a Chad move. I feel like he should do it. Because obviously there's kind of a little bit of a thing between them. Like, kind of, right? So I don't feel like it's like totally out of the blue. Mischievous thoughts begin to worm their way into my head. No, I can't. That'd be bad. I'd just give in to temptation and kiss her. I tense my body, trying desperately to suppress the explosive pounding in my heart. So, how does it look? Has my soul weakened?
そうですね。懸念した通り衰弱をしちゃっているみたいです。
Yes, only true love's kiss can save me, Kanna. And you're here and available, so how do I get better?
弱っている魂にエネルギーを送れば 魂も体調も元に戻るはずです。
I feel like this is what every guy says when he's trying to convince his girlfriend or his wife that that she should do something sexual for him. It's like, yes, I need you to infuse my soul, yes, with energy, and my physical condition should return back to normal. Yeah, yep, that's what the doctor said. Yep.
もう少しだけじっとしておいてくださいね。
Okay, we will. But now she quietly closes her eyes. In the next second, ooh, she's sharing energy. I feel the love in the air tonight, guys. I feel my body temperature rising, not because I'm growing hot with embarrassment, though. Rather, it feels as though warmth is spreading throughout me, with the point where our foreheads are touching.
今注いでいるんですが、どうですか？気分が悪くなったとかそういうことはありませんか？
Gosh, Grim Reaper waifus? Top tier. Feels kind of nice,
回復
actually.
の傾向だと思います。よかった。続けますね。
Obeying her words, I let the warmth flow through me. For some reason, it feels as though I'm gradually regressing into a small child. Truth be told, however, I'd spent much of my childhood looking after my sick mother, so I don't think I actually had many memories like this. But perhaps I'm remembering the times Mom used to nurse me like this as a baby.
終わりましたけど、調子はどうでしょうか？
Well, guys, they do say to find yourself a woman that kind of reminds you of your mother in a way. I feel like we naturally tend to, as men, like find a woman like that. I'm not sure why that is. Maybe it's just because we're familiar with that, or we find it comforting, and it's like you kind of want a mom. You want to find a woman that's like your mom because you want them to be a good mom. So, like, if you like your mom, you'll want to find a woman that's like them. I guess that's like your example of what a mom should be. Better for sure. I think that did it.
よかった。頑張ってキスをした甲斐がありました。
Can we not call it that? That wasn't a kiss. It could have been a kiss if Kousei was a little more daring. Anyways, thank you. I feel a lot better now. My body still feels kind of hot, though.
魂は回復したはずですが、すでに体に与えてしまった影響をなかったことにはできません。ですから念のため、この後もゆっくり休んでください。いいですね。
Okay, mommy. I mean, Kanna. Okay, I will.
さっきのキスで興奮したからって、エッチな妄想とかオナニーとかしないでおとなしくやってくださいよ。
Wow, okay. I mean, you do kind of have to tell Kousei that, because he might do that, but you don't have to be so vulgar. I'll be sure to get plenty of rest, so I'm in tip-top shape for work tomorrow. Thanks for dropping by today. I appreciate it.
それではまた明日。お店で会いましょうね。
Alright. After she leaves the room falls still and silent once more. Although I'm alone again, strangely enough, I don't feel the same anxiety I did before. Her omelet rice sure was delicious. In terms of pure flavor, you could probably pay for a better tasting one at some nice Western-style restaurant, but there's just something I like about her cooking. Something comforting about the taste, something that warms the heart. But there was that kiss we shared, although we really did put our foreheads together. Still, I can feel the warmth I felt back then lingering now. Both my heart and body feel pleasantly toasty. Akizuki-san's visit truly had done wonders. As I bathe in the afterglow, my eyelids naturally began to grow heavy. Oh, we're falling asleep in the bathtub, I guess. Without resting, I lay down on my bed and closed my eyes. Despite how much I'd already napped this afternoon, I find myself drifting off to sleep with a surprising ease.
ただいま戻りました。おかえり。昴生先輩の様子どうでした？
Yeah, he didn't make it. I had to reap his soul. Sorry, guys.
大丈夫そうでしたよ。食欲もありましたし、熱も平熱でした。そっか、よかった。のぞみさん、鍵ありがとうございました。いえいえ、昴生くんが休むぐらい体調を崩すなんてめったにないから。そうなの？
Could not be me. I get sick pretty often. I think I have just a bad immune system.
見るからに健康そうでしょ？割とそのイメージまんまだよ。私が覚えてる限りでも軽い風邪以外に調子を崩したことないんじゃないかな。胃
Freaking
腸とかもかなり強いから。
lucky.
鬼のかく乱ってやつ？冬ですからね。ちょっと油断しすぎたのかもしれませんね。明日にはきっといつも通りですよ。
さあ、安心したところで片付けを続けるぞ。
Yeah, you do that, Mikado.
それで
Now we're getting into the good stuff here.
実際のところ高峰昴生の様子はどうだったのだ。
懸念した通り魂が衰弱をしていました。
処置はしてきたのだな。
Oh, sorry, I'm worried about my cat. She's like laying on this thing I have next to the desk or whatever, but she's like turned away and she's just like kind of like leaning back and she's laying down. And I'm like just worried she's gonna fall. Assume you treated her
は
accordingly.
い、もちろんです。衰弱した魂が元に戻るようちゃんと力を注いで、力を注ぎ、お注ぎ申しましたとも。
No, don't word it like that. That sounds terrible.
なんだその奇妙な物言いは。
I did what had to be done.
お気になさらず。
そういえば力を注ぐためには肉体的接触が不可欠だったな。
Yes, that is true.
そうですね。
Apparently.
しかも手を握る程度ではなくもっと親密な触れ合いが。
I like how Mikado's really thinking about this. He's like, has to be very intimate. Can't be just holding hands, even though that is lewd. Can't be that.
お前セックスでもしたのか高峰昴生と。
Freaking Mikado, get out of here. Get out of here.
してませんよ。突然何を言ってるんですか。
Can't believe he just asked that. This dude.
お前の態度が変だったからな。も
Freaking
しや
Mikado, you're canceled. You're gone.
何ですか。もしや力を注ぐどころか逆に中に注がれたのではなんて考えていたんですか。
Why did you follow it up with that? Y'all are too much.
卑猥ですよ、帝さん。
それはお前のおっさん臭い頭の中だ。式場
You
淫乱死神
nymphomaniac
娘。
excuse McCurbeaver.
変な呼び方しないでくれませんか。
何かあったのだろ。自分のことになると思いっきり顔に出るからな。お前は
Honestly, my respect for Mikado went from like here to like way up here now. Just because he settled that. That was so great.
別におでこをくっつけ合ったくらいです。
I want to see like super Chad buff Mikado. Like somebody out there needs to draw some fan art of that. I wish I could draw or I'd do it myself. I just want like super buff cat Mikado.
まあ普通だな。
最初は親が子供の熱を測るようなものだと思って平気だったんですけど、いざくっつけてみると急激に恥ずかしくなってものすごく胸がドキドキして。
I think we're gonna actually talk about this. Okay. Yes.
自分でもわけのわからないことを口走ってセックスセックスって叫んでしまう始末でして。
That was indeed something you did. Yes.
それは本当にわけがわからんな。
What do you mean, Mikado? You were the one talking about it.
今までに経験したことないから慣れないことをしたからだから思い出すだけでもドキドキしてくるんだ。
We're actually seeing Kanna like trying to come to terms with maybe some of her feelings for him. Interesting.
ドキドキ。高峰さんと話すようになってからいっぱいドキドキしてきたかも。
Huh. Wonder why that could be. Never seen anything like that in this game before.
それだけじゃない。何気ない話で盛り上がったり、スマホを買ってみんなで焼肉を食べて写真も撮った。ドキドキするだけじゃなく、思い出すと顔がほころぶような、そんな思い出をもっと作りたいっていつから考えるようになったんだろう。
I think I said a comment about this, or at least I started typing. I don't know if I ever sent it, but I like reading your guys' thoughts, and sometimes I try to reply with some of my own when I can. Yeah, I definitely do feel like Kanna has greatly changed in just like the short amount of time we've been in the route, and especially like looking back at the common route and seeing like these little events where she like gradually opens up to us and we get to know her better, and then she opens up more as a person. Like now that she has a phone, that's a big change, right? And then being able to hang out with friends, like she got to try a bunch of new food, she got to have some new experiences. This is probably a lot of things that as a Grim Reaper she's not been able to experience I feel like she's probably been very focused on work and probably doesn't really get a lot of time to have friends. I'm not sure how strict they are on her about like getting attached to people because God would probably not want her to do that. You know, she's kind of a Grim Reaper. She's supposed to be like reaping souls and stuff. But yeah. Especially as a Grim Reaper too, like I don't know how old Kanna is, and I think I've mentioned this before, but I feel like it'd be very hard to get attachments to people. Like if, let's say like she lives forever and she sees people come and go all the time, you know? It'd be very hard to be like this immortal being and then make an attachment with somebody who's going to probably live 100 years at most. So, just a thought. It's nice seeing her grow, though, is what I was trying to say.
それを考えた時、高峰さんも一緒にいる姿を自然と想像してしまうの。
But, yeah, we really don't know how old she is, I don't think.
あ、すみません。一人で考え事をしてしまって。
とにかく高峰昴生の魂が衰弱していた件は解決したんだな。
I would say for now.
はい、明日には元気になっていると思います。
Because if he still has that ability, if he keeps using it, then this problem will most likely occur again.
それでお前の方はすまん、忘れてくれ。とにかく高峰昴生が明日また元気に働いたとしても気を配ってやれ。
明日。
どうかしたか？
いえ、なんでも。明日ちゃんと元気になった高峰さんと会いたいと思うのは変なことじゃないですよね。
Normal that I want to see him back at work.
カフェステラと死神の蝶。
It's a coffee plus death set. It's a little like skull cookie or something. Huh. Oh. Are we actually getting Kousei backstory? Okay, let's... I'm here for it. When I come to, I'm in an unfamiliar place, tatami floors, a plain-looking table, and a CRT television set, a rather old one at that. Dang, we're back in the early 2000s. Actually, it's not just the TV that seems old. The whole room is like it has like an 80s retro interior. Okay, we're actually in the 80s, apparently. This isn't from the apartment room I'm renting from the Sumizomes. In fact, it isn't a room I can recall ever living in at all. Suddenly, the futon at my feet shifts slightly. Apparently, someone is sleeping in it. The face that peeks out from underneath the sheets is that of a child's, but this child's face is not familiar to me either. The voice is feeble and spiritless. The child continues to weep and apologize over and over. Concerned, I instinctively try to reach out my hand, but I can't move. All I can do is gaze at the figure under the sheets as I sob. Interesting. I'm guessing that was him and his mom, who was always in the hospital. I guess she had health problems. When I wake, I find myself in the same bed as always. In the same room as always. Was that a dream? What a weird dream, though. It seemed astonishingly real for some reason, but I've never seen that room before, and the child's face was definitely not mine, nor do I ever recall being abandoned like that. Yeah, the Sumizomes have always been there for me, so who was that then? All of a sudden, I realized that my cheeks were wet. Was I crying? Weird. Was that dream really that sad? I don't think I've ever woken up in tears before, drooling maybe, but never crying. Well, good news is my body feels great, my head's totally cleared. Looks like I made a full recovery thanks to Akizuki-san. I twist my hips and stretch my back, testing out various parts of my body. Everything seems to be working fine. Alright. As I'm about to get changed, I hear the door to my apartment open, and the person peered apprehensively through the door is none other than... Oh dang, we haven't seen you in a while. Why are you whispering like you're filming a prank video? I feel fine, great even. What are you doing here so early, though? Yeah, I feel like that was kind of implied. First, I have the concern, but I'm a little better now. Couldn't be better, in fact. Yep, with the way I'm feeling, I shouldn't need to play it safe. Notice places her hand on my forehead to check my temperature. Well, I guess this is how normal people do it. Oh yeah, starving. Let's do it. If you're gonna start cooking now, I might end up late for work.
心配はご無用。っていうか、昨日の残りなんだよね。
Heck yeah, leftovers are the bomb.
食欲がなかった時のことを考えて、保存もできるように煮物をタッパに詰めて持ってきてるよ。
Man, you're the perfect girl, Nozomi. No, she's not.
えへへ。我をあがめよ。
I mean, she is a very caring person. I'll say that. Like, I'm not downplaying Nozomi at all, but perfect girl, I don't know about that.
そうだ。あとみんなも心配してるだろうから、ちゃんと報告はしておきなよ。
Alright, good idea. I pull up my phone and sure enough, there are several concerned messages asking about the state of my health. Thanks for the concern, I'm feeling much better today, so I'll see you all at work later, and send. After pressing the button, I wash my face, change, and promptly wolf down the breakfast Nozomi had prepared for me. You know, that's what we do when we're a young man. And then you get a little bit older, you know, I'm about 25, and then you're, what is that? You're, I don't know, whatever helps you, like, eat and process food. Your digestive system, it just slows down. And you're like, oh, dang.
オッケー。
Alright, I'll get to work on the next
お お
batch.
はようございます。おはようかなさん。
Hey, good morning, guys. Oh, hi, Akizuki-san. My body involuntarily stiffens at the sound of Akizuki-san's voice. My voice quivers as I speak and I stumble over my words. Crap, she definitely knows how flustered I am.
そんなに声を震わせてどうしたんですか？一体何を想像してるんだか。いやらしい。
I like the way she said that. That's what she'll probably say, or so I thought.
おはよう。ごじゃりましゅ。
She's just as embarrassed as we are. Contrary to my expectations, she appears even more flustered than I am.
ミカドさんが変なこと言うから引きずっちゃってる。落ち着け、落ち着こう、落ち着かねば。
Oh, it's so cute seeing her so worried.
こんな風に意識をしていては高峰さんにも誤解を与えてしまう。私は
Wrong
死
idea,
神なんです。変な期待をさせては困ったことになる。よし。
Yeah, I'm still wondering how that would work. Can a Grim Reaper fall in love with somebody? Is that allowed? Can she be in a relationship?
おはようございます。高峰さん。
Maybe she's like a part of the Jedi Order, and they're not really like supposed to get married. They're not supposed to like get too attached to people. Her luscious lips seem all more attractive today. Oh, okay. Really? They just look like somebody like drew a line. That's what her lips look like. Because that's what they did. They drew a line. Seems as though my eyes are being drawn unconsciously towards them. Yesterday, my face was so close. Her face was so close to mine that our lips were almost touching. Now it looks like a bobby pin. That's what her mouth looks like. This isn't the time to dwell on that. But the harder I try not to think about it, the more clearly I can picture it in my mind. Her big eyes, her long lashes, her silky smooth skin, touched with the faintest hint of red. I like the way he describes her. It's very romantic. I can vividly recall how distinctly feminine each part of her seemed in comparison to a guy like me.
おーい、手が止まってるよ。
I'm thinking about love, woman. Give me a second. Oh, sorry.
高峰さん、変な妄想してませんか？
See, that's the thing about weird fantasies. I'm always thinking about them. I'm kind of like the Hulk, except I'm thinking about sex instead of getting angry. That's Kousei.
なんてうさんくさい。
I mean, can you blame me after what we did yesterday? Despite my best efforts, I can't stop thinking about her eyes and her skin, and most of all, those alluring lips. Yesterday had been right under my nose. So close, I was nearly about to kiss them by
そん
accident.
なに意識しないでくださいよ。なんか私まで意識しちゃうじゃないですか。
I don't know. It was pretty romantic, might I say. The more you tell me not to worry about it, the harder it is to actually do.
この気持ちは。
Suzune-san, you're not here. Just like, zone her out.
こっちが悪いみたいに言わないでくんない？
You're ruining our love.
何かあった？意識しちゃうとか言ってたけど、もしかしてお見舞いと称して何かエッチなことでもしちゃったか？
Nah, I bet Kousei wishes it was.
してません いよ。私はあくまで普通のお見舞いを普通に行っただけです。
You freaking out about it does not make it more convincing. It does quite the opposite. That was normal for you? It was my first time. Yes, Kousei, yes.
怒りますよ。
That's exactly what you should say in that situation. My first time. Freaking Kousei, such a Chad in that moment, man. I love it. Anyways, it's not what you're thinking. All she did was cook me omelet rice. But enough about that. Let's get back to work. We've got to hurry or we won't make it in time for opening.
ま、仕事に影響がないならいいけどね。私もフロアの準備をしてきますね。あ、高峰さん、後で少し時間をもらえますか？確認しておきたいことがありますから。
Okay. Sure. Well, we can come over later. That's fine. Good. Something she wants to check. I guess she means my soul. Sure, Kousei. Sure, that's what she wants to check out. After that, our morning preparations went smoothly. As usual, our doors opened for business on time. Although it was a weekday, we're still getting a decent amount of foot traffic. How are you doing on cake? Should I prep more batter?
今は余裕がないかな。君そろそろ授業でしょ？
Oh right, I didn't realize the time.
ほれ、とっとと準備しなよ。
Alright, just let me finish up here before I leave. Sounds like a plan. I like it. Okay, let's get going. As I finish changing, I hear a knock on the break room door. Yes, you can come in.
高峰さん、よかった。間に合いました。
Are you taking a break or is there some kind of problem?
今朝言ったじゃないですか。確認しておきたいことがあるって。
Oh, yes. Okay. Let's see what she wants to check out. You want to check on my soul, right?
はい。念のために確認だけはさせてください。
So are we going to do the forehead thing again?
そうなりますね。でないと確認ができませんから。
You know, guys, I think my soul's fine. I think she just wants to check on me. She just wants to kiss again.
ああ、でも大丈夫。昨日みたいな醜態は晒しません。一晩経って少しは落ち着いたので。
Yeah,
セックスだとか騒いだ
that'd
りしま
probably
せ
be
ん。
best at work, so...
ドキドキはしてますけど。
As long as you're fine with it, I don't mind. In fact, this is my life and health we're talking about here. I should be begging you to do it. I bend my knees slightly so Akizuki-san can more easily reach my forehead. I mean, you could also just sit down. That would help. Blushing a little, she stretches out her hand and touches my cheek the same way she'd done yesterday.
失礼します。
With a soft thumb, she places her forehead against mine. This really is something nerve-wracking about being this close to her. It's incredibly embarrassing, but it's not unpleasant. Like yesterday, it feels quite nice.
問題はなさそうですね。
Yeah, that was a lot better. That was a lot less awkward. Thanks, and sorry for making you deal with the problems all the time.
気にしないでください。もともと私の仕事ということもありますけど、それだけじゃなくて楽しいんですよ。
Sure you are. Sure you are, Kanna.
なんというか、これまでは死者の案内をはじめとした死神としての業務をこなすだけでしたから。あ、死神の仕事が嫌なわけではありませんよ。重大な仕事だとは思っています。
So, where is Kanna hiding her notebook? Y'all know what I'm talking about. Where is she hiding this thing? I want to use it. Okay, well, no, that sounds bad. I don't have anybody I want to kill. I don't know. I feel like it'd be cool to see it in person. Like, can I start seeing other Shinigamis? That'd be kind of cool. I guess I understand where you're coming from. Guiding the souls of the dead hardly sounds like a fun job. I don't know. It could be cool. It makes sense that she never had many opportunities to interact with actual living humans. If I wasn't going to college and working at this cafe, I doubt I would have very many friends either. In fact, I still don't have very many friends. From that perspective, it's only natural that Akizuki-san never had any reason to own a phone up until now.
カフェの仕事も新鮮で、いろんな人と関わりを持つのも楽しくて、スマホを買って焼肉を食べたり、いろんな写真を撮ったり、とっても楽しいですよ。
Well, I'm glad we get to give you some fun. Akizuki-san smiles. The smile seems different in a way from the ones he usually wears. Frankly, it's very cute. This is the first word that comes to mind.
だから嫌だとか面倒だとか思ってませんよ。恥ずかしいと思うことはありますけどね。
Okay,
なので
I'll take it.
何かあれば声をかけてください。死神と関係ないことだとしても誘ってもらえると嬉しいです。
Oh, okay. Interesting. Alright.
すみません、すっかり話し込んでしまって、もしかして遅刻しちゃいます？
No, I'm fine. I've still got another 10 minutes to spare. Interesting. Kanna's beginning to branch out from her duties. She's like, hey, if you ever need to talk to me, even if it's not even related to anything butterflies or like that. Can't seem to settle down. My thoughts drift and my feet won't seem to rest firmly on the ground. My chest is swelling with emotion. I can't quite control it. I feel like I'm about to explode. Can't believe how sensitive I am. It's gross.
何言ってんだお前。
Hiroto's just like, what are you doing?
今日は頭の方が不調なのか。
You're not exactly wrong. I mean, I'm not sick like I was yesterday.
ならよかった。
うわびっくりした。
Hiroto's like, oh, females. Isan, how long have you been standing there?
ついさっき体調が戻ったみたいで、それよりも今日は何？
I don't know if there's something wrong with me per se. Well,
なんだよ、はっきりしないな。
I think there's a girl that I like.
誰？
四季さんもこういうことには結構食いつくのな。
聞きたいけど、もうすぐ講義が。
Natsui's like, dang, I love a good gossip.
ちゃんと話を聞いてあげるから、後で集合ね。
そうだな。もう少し落ち着ける場所と時間の方がいいよな。
We've got to get back to the cafe after class,
そ
though.
の前に少しくらい時間は作れるでしょ。連絡は私が入れておくから。
I mean, just talk about it on the way. You guys probably walk, right? Not all that keen on talking about it but as I am now, if I went back to the cafe to face Akizuki-san, scared that my heart might quite literally burst out of my chest. I need a way to vent these feelings inside my chest, and thus I agree to her proposal.
それで好きな人って？
Yeah, sort of.
なるほど。
Ah.
とすると、秋月さんか。
I like how she's like, I want to know, is it Akizuki-san? Like she knew the whole time. She's just playing it up. You knew.
まあ、消去法で考えた結果かな。
秋月さんってスマホを買いに行った子だよな。まああれだけ可愛ければそういう気持ちにもなるよな。
Hiroto thinks literally every girl at that cafe is attractive, okay? So that doesn't mean much.
何を急に見。
I don't know, just thinking about her makes my heart race.
乙女か。
Yeah, Kousei, why are you acting like a teenager right now?
気持ち悪いなお前。
Hiroto, you must not hang around him much because he always acts really creepy. It's not my fault, this is the first time I've ever felt this way.
だから乙女か。
頬あからめても可愛くねえぞ。
Trust me, nobody's more surprised about this than I am. I'd never imagine I'd fall head over heels for someone like this, the way they do in manga. This must be what true love feels like.
昴生。なんか恥ずかしいこと言い出した。背中かゆ。
Thank you, Hiroto. I absolutely agree.
茶化さない。背中が痒くなる気持ちはわかるけど、本人は本気なんだから。
Yeah, I don't know why Kousei needs to say this, he just sounds like every young girl in a teenage youth novel.
本気の恋とか聞いてるこっちは恥ずかしいけど、本人は本気なんだから。
You're teasing me just as much as he is.
ね。告白するの。
No, it's way too soon for that.
何か動いた方がいいんじゃないのか。野中くんも頑張ったぞ。
Fair. I mean, if this dude can put himself out there, Kousei, you can too. I mean, sure, but it could affect our work relationship from now on.
理解はできるが、そこを気にしてちゃ始まらんだろう。
Hiroto was actually making a lot of sense today. Kinda crazy.
言い訳ばっかりしてたら、本当にそのままだ。
You know, it's kind of hard to take this from somebody who apparently doesn't have a relationship, but there was that one time he did ask a girl out. I mean, I get that, but
い
still.
きなり告白するよりも、まず二人で出かけてみたら？
それだ。クリスマスに出かければいい。
Or selling our limited edition Yule logs. Kousei, stop thinking about work, man. Being forced to spend my free time practicing making them over and over until Suzune-san's satisfied. I'll probably be spending the entire day on Christmas rolling those cakes into logs. I hope I don't get tendinitis.
なら明日は？明日は定休日だから店を気にする必要ないじゃない。
Freaking let's do it! I'm ready.
誘ってみろよ。
Yeah, you should listen to Hiruto for once.
なんだよ、煮え切らないな。
I mean, you just can't spring this on to me all of a sudden. I don't even have time to come up with a...
クリスマスシーズンだからイルミネーションを見るだけでもデートっぽくはなると思うけど。
Yeah, exactly. Like, you don't need to make it super complicated.
でも、グダグダしないように決めるべきことは決めておいた方がいい。
Do it.
シェキさんならどんなクリスマスデートを過ごしたい？
人が多いから出歩きたくない。
Amen. Amen.
家デートってこと？
というよりクリスマスだからってデートしなきゃいけないわけではないと思うわ。
なんて夢のない。
むしろ男の子が夢を見すぎなんじゃない？人混みに飲まれたり行列に並ぶのがストレスで雰囲気が悪くなることだってあるでしょうに。
You know, I don't feel like Natsume is like most girls, though. I don't think a lot of them would agree with her.
いやでも、やっぱりせっかくのクリスマスなんだから。
What do you suggest then, Hiruto?
俺か？
You're actually coming up with good ideas, so let's listen to what he has to say.
自分でやろうと思ってたけど、とっておきのプランを伝授してやる。
We're not going to Mouseland again, are we?
やっぱりロマンティックは重要だ。そしてサプライズも大事だ。
Except for in Natsume's case.
そしてクリスマスといえばプレゼントがマストアイテム。アクセサリーを送るのさ。おっと待て待て、慌てるな。わか
I
っ
don't do jewelry.
普通のプレゼントじゃ相手の心は動かない。
I've actually had the opposite experience. Most girls I met really don't like a bunch of jewelry. Like, they will wear some, but not much. So I don't feel like that would be like a good gift, because you'd really want something that like they specifically would wear. Nor any gift like that isn't going to win any hearts.
重要なのはそのアクセサリーで自分の気持ちを伝えること。
I'm gonna be honest, if Kousei was to pick out an item that truly conveys his feelings towards women, you want to know what that item would be? Like, if we're being in all seriousness, it'd probably be a condom. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
ズバリ愛という漢字のネックレスをプレゼントする。最近オーダーで作ってくれるところもあるみたいだし。
I feel like you could make this one work, but at the same time, I feel like that seems like something a teenager would do, so that'd probably come off very cringy.
ロマンティックとサプライズが融合した小野が気持ちを込めたクリスマスプレゼント。どうすかこれ。
Like, I'm not saying you couldn't make that work. I'm not saying you couldn't make it cute and romantic, but I don't know. Sounds a little teenagerish to me.
気持ち悪い。
Natsume.
即答なの？
漢字のネックレスなんてもらっても正直
Yeah,
困
that's
る。
okay. I'm so glad I wasn't like the only one thinking that. Okay.
特
I
別
feel
で
much better now.
印象に残るプレゼントを送った方が告白した時に成功率が上がると思ったんだけど。
Unique, huh?
なんで成功率が上がると思ったのか。
Natsume is like, dang, no wonder you're a virgin.
相手はラッパーなの？それとも直江兼次？
Huh. That's very oddly specific of you to say.
それは違うよ。直江兼次の愛の文字はラブじゃなくて武芸の神様にあやかって付けられた文字だという説が有力で。
And then Hiruto's very well versed on that. Very
そう
random.
いうとこ。
Nobody cares.
じゃあ夜景はどう？
That would be cool. Especially if you're
イル
looking
ミ
at
ネーシ
Christmas
ョンを見
lights.
て歩くのも悪くはないけど、おしゃれした女の子の場合スニーカーを履いてなくて足が疲れると思うんだ。
その気遣いはありがたいかな。
だから高級ホテルの部屋を予約しておくんだ。二人きりの部屋で街の夜景を見下ろしながら彼女をそっと後ろから抱きしめる。
Are y'all listening to this man? He's doing too much.
なんで付き合う前なのにホテルを予約してるの？
That would come off very strong.
とどめの一言はこの街の夜景に僕らの愛を見せつけて
Hiruto's popping off right now.
素直に気持ち悪い。
はい来たこれどう
Hiruto, there's a reason you don't have a girlfriend, buddy.
だから気持ち悪い。なんでそんな気持ち悪いことばっかり思いつくわけ？
Apparently.
他の男とは違うおしゃれさんだってアピールしたいじゃん。
Yeah, but that's a lot unlike other guys. There's a reason other guys don't do that.
おしゃれと木をてらうのは全然違う。
You know, Hiruto, I was actually agreeing with you a little bit, and then you just flip-flop with Natsume.
空回りしてることに気づいてブレーキ踏んで大事故起こしてるから。
I really hope Kousei would have the common sense not to do any of this. I think I'm starting to see why you're not very popular with girls. Dang, Kousei. I mean, I said it, but you said it too.
なんだと
I doubt you'd even know how to ask out a girl out, period.
おいおい決めつけるなよ。いたって普通の誘い方だっての。あつ元気？突然なんだけどさ、食事とか一緒に行かない？美味しいもの食べたいでしょ？本当は友達と行くはずだったんだけど、ドタキャンされちゃってさ。もちろん俺がおごってあげましょう。心配はしなさんな。悩みなんかもあれば全然乗るよ。
Hiruto, I don't know where you went so wrong.
ってな感じの気軽さでさ。
Let's turn to our commentator, Shiki Natsume, for a reaction.
救いようがない。
And the crowd goes mild.
辛辣！
誘い方もっと考えた方がいいよ。
それ前にも言われたことがある。
Hiruto, just face it. You're doomed. Unless I set you up with somebody and like they don't get to know you very well first, you're just doomed.
変な言い訳とかいらないから、要件と日時をはっきりさせてくれればいいの。もし特別を演出したくても、せめて付き合った後。いや、付き合った後でも気持ち悪いものは気持ち
Yeah,
悪いんだ
I
け
mean,
ど。
it's definitely way too strong.
勉強します。
高峰くんも背伸びせずに自分の身の丈に合ったことをした方
Oh,
が
yeah.
いいと思う。
I definitely think like first dates should be like something very affordable. Okay, where's the camera? Should be affordable. And it should be something you're both very comfortable with. Like, it can be something neither of you have done before, but it shouldn't be something that's going to be like crazy insane. Like, oh, okay, if you're just going to go bowling or something. If you're both going bowling, that was what I did for my very first date, went bowling. Very simple, very easy, very chill. You know, you can always just like talk and stuff while you're doing it and have fun. Just be goofy.
映画でもウィンドウショッピングでもありきたりでいいか
Yeah,
ら。
and then you can always
と
result.
にかく楽しい
You can
雰
always
囲気
go
を
with those.
維持できればいいの。
It's very easy. And then you just go out to eat, you know, you talk while you're doing that. Just keep things super stupid simple, right?
そうやって二人の関係が縮まれば、自然と普通が特別に変化するものだから。
Yeah, and I mean that's fine if you're doing like a very just kind of like whatever date, but like it's good to like just hang out in situations that you don't feel as scripted. I think like especially how I like to approach it when I was dating is like becoming friends first. Making sure you have like a good amount of experience and time with them before you start dating. I feel like that really helps.
特別とかそういうのはマンネリとか感じ始めるような関係になってからでも遅くない。
Hiruto's like, oh, never thought about that, you know, like just not being weird. Ah, crazy.
さすが孤高の激痛よ。経験豊富だな。
Literally has never dated anybody before.
ごめん。
そういうあだ名があるのは知ってるから偉そうに言ってるけど、私も別に経験豊富ってわけでは。むしろ皆無だから絶対とは言えないかも。
Well, that's because she turns down every guy that asks her out, probably because they did what Hiruto did. So I appreciate being able to get some sensible input from a real girl. And thank you too, Hiruto. You've been a big help too of what not to do.
その反面教師的な嫌味はやめてくれない？
Yes, I'm glad you know. No, I'm serious. Thanks for hearing me out. If I had to deal with this myself, I might have done something really stupid.
そんなに？
My heart feels so warm. It's been really hard to deal with lately. I can't seem to calm down whenever I look at Akizuki-san. I want to talk with her about something. Anything. I want to spend more time with her.
完全に乙女だ。
I know, it's sad to see. Sad to see.
実は重症だな。
He's down bad, that's for sure. Anyways, my chest feels a little bit lighter now. Thanks, guys.
何かあったらまたいつでも言えよ。
Just out of curiosity, what kind of Christmas present would you give a girl, Hiruto?
んなもん婚約指輪に決まってるだろ。めちゃくちゃ高いブランド品の思いを込めた手紙を添えて。
Hiruto, why? Are you dumb?
段階を踏めって言ってるでしょ。
Here, never take. I'm never taking advice from Hiruto ever again. That was the worst advice. So bad, so bad. I think I'm gonna end the video here, though. I want to see what his reaction is like. I want to see what his approach is. I guess not his reaction, but his approach to asking her out. I want to see what ends up happening, and I want to see her reaction to that. I'm curious what he'll end up saying. Kousei's pretty good about asking a girl out, like, as far as, like, he's not, like, super creepy about it. He really only gets super creepy once they get into a relationship, and he's, like, constantly, like, begging for sex, like, every single moment he can. But for the most part, I feel like he's pretty good. He's definitely a lot... He definitely gets really nervous, I'll say that for sure. So he could work on that, but besides that, I mean, I feel like he's fine at asking a girl out once he finally works up the courage to do so. He really just has to convince himself that, like, they kind of like him back first before he does it. But I think this will be good. I'm curious to see how it goes. So I want to make sure I have enough time to cover that. But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed that. I had a lot of fun recording this video. It's pretty fun. Lots of interesting conversations going on. Never listen to anything Hiruto says ever again. That's the new thing to remember going forward in this. Like, disregard everything Hiruto's ever said. Terrible advice coming from him. But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed that, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.